I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed by the thought of losing you. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Thanks for sparing us the monologue.
Monologue?
Let's just say that WWE is not exactly looking for people like me. They have a type. I'm good at doing my own thing. Different strokes, you know?
They were literally looking for people exactly like you. Cap turned them down a few years back with some strong four-letter words.
I respectfully declined WWE so you and I could start TBD together and work with all talent, including those who don't fit their mold. Look, I have no ill will towards WWE. Going there just wasn't the right move.
If that's the case, you'd have no problem coming with me to the tryout.
Wait a second. This feels like a trap.
Look, Sally needs a ride and we need new talent for TBD. WWE can't sign everyone from the tryouts, so you go, watch Sally's back, and you lurk. And if you walk away with some new names for us to reach out to, so be it.
I could sure use the support.
Obviously, I can't go as the boss of a rival promotion, but a top, technically free agent?
Fine, I'll go with you to the WWE tryout. But don't expect me to like it.
I wouldn't ask you to.
Hooray!
No problem. But maybe next time you come to a wrestling tryout, you should do a little homework and study wrestling first.
Fair point. I just didn't want to pass up a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity because I thought I wasn't prepared enough. Especially since the recruiter said they could train me in the basics.
You did track in college?
All conference. Set my fair share of records, too.
Ever been in a fight?
Does online count?
Probably not when you're in the ring against someone who has. But you'll figure it out. Good luck today. I can't speak for Geneva, but I do know that she tried to book talent at my level, which, let's be honest, you are not.
We can agree to disagree. What we can't disagree on, however, is that I'm the one in charge today. But since you're so talented, you won't mind the tryout match I just set up for you.
What did you do?
Just set up a match against those two other potential recruits. Since you had such an issue with them, felt right for you to take both of them on at the same time.
A 2-on-1 handicap match?
Sure, why not? Unless you want me to tell Regal and Justine it's a problem.
My only problem is with you.
Likewise, I look forward to evaluating your performance.
And you're welcome. You're lucky to have me. I'm gonna put on one hell of a show tonight.
With an attitude like that, I hope so. In any case, the show's not too far off from starting. I'd suggest getting changed into your gear.
I'm ready.
You are wearing a t-shirt?
Not just any t-shirt, this very TBD t-shirt.
Why?
Apparently Shotzi's whole thing with me is a beef about TBD booking. Getting a reminder of TBD in front of her? It's sure to make her mad. Mind games.
Thinking of the psychological game. Smart. Listen, just don't tell anyone else we talked about this. I know there are some who would want me to make you change.
Change? Me? You don't know me that well.
Right then. Good luck out there.
You know how it works here. People come in from the indies and management reinvents them. I don't want to change everything I am.
Honestly, what do you have that's so perfect you can't improve? They know what they're doing around here. Listen to what they say and give it a chance. Just use your head. But don't say no to the adventure.
I mean, it is kind of cool that Regal recognizes what I bring to the table.
And that was only one match. You did that with what everyone assumed would be a quick victory for Shotzi.
And you don't think this is selling out?
Remember when we decided to start TBD?
Of course I do. As much as I wish I could forget that show, that promoter had such a narrow vision of what wrestling should be.
And we sat down at that diner and decided if we ever started a promotion, we would let all kinds of people with all types of ideas get in the ring and fight, literally, for their vision.
Yeah, we were very idealistic before we had to pay bills. Remember those contracts we signed with each other on those diner napkins? But we did follow through on all of those plans. Aside from coming up with a name besides TBD, of course.
My point is, we had a mission. Still do. And now, you're getting a very real chance to take your vision to a company that has more reach than anyone else. You really want to make a difference and change this industry into what you think it could be? You can't say no.
Guess I have to find Regal and tell them yes then.
I'll let you get to it. Just don't big time us when you come home to visit, okay?
No promises. Appreciate it. I think I'm good. Thanks.
Of course. Good luck, superstar.
I can make some room in my schedule. You're lucky to have me.
Wow, here for a second and already got an attitude. All that aside, we're excited to have you. Raquel Rodriguez was the favorite to win, but we've hosted her before. It'll be good to get a fresh perspective from a newer superstar.
I can certainly offer that.
So, what do you want to talk about? We can tailor the conversation to whatever you think the WWE Universe wants to hear about. It'll be great for them to get a chance to know you.
I want the WWE Universe to really get to know me, not just what I can do in the ring. I'd love the opportunity to talk about some of my other interests.
Sounds great. Can't wait.
In WWE, it would be a great way to get the WWE Universe behind what I want to do.
Sounds great. Can't wait.
I don't know, Candace. I'll do it, but it seems like a tough match to just have out of the blue.
Not at all. Like I said, this is a great way to make an even bigger impression. Believe me, Troy wouldn't book it if it was a bad idea.
If you say so.
I do. Believe me, it'll pay off.
Honestly, knowing that she's been manipulating me like this makes me pretty angry. I've been taking her at her word that she's been trying to help me.
It makes me angry too. I mean, I came from the Indies and I don't manipulate people. At least not in that way. And I don't understand why someone would want to be known for what they've done over what they're doing now. If someone was talking about my indie work as opposed to what I've accomplished in WWE, yeesh. Don't say suck in the past. You're here to build your future. Anyway, something to think about when you're dealing with Candace.
Honestly, I'm not wild about the bedazzling. It's not really the vibe of TBD. I don't think I'm okay with this.
Wow, that's pretty dramatic and confusing. You wore a TBD shirt in your debut. You clearly wanted more people to know about it, and this will do exactly that.
It's not the same.
No, it's not. Now you're a WWE superstar under contract. And the merch team is all in on this, so wear the shirt and be a tag team. Walk out together, okay?
Fine.
Oh, and we also thought it would be great if Carmella got the pin in your match tonight. It'll go a long way in establishing you guys.
I'm not sure I can promise that.
Of course you can. Gotta run. Thanks for being such a good sport.
See you out there, bestie.
Honestly, I don't like that you didn't ask me. TBD is my history, not yours. I'm not okay with this.
Wow, that's pretty dramatic and confusing. You wore a TBD shirt in your debut, you clearly wanted more people to know about it, and this will do exactly that.
It's not the same.
No, it's not. Now you're a WWE superstar under contract. And the merch team is all in on this, so wear the shirt and be a tag team. Walk out together, okay?
Fine.
Oh, and we also thought it would be great if Carmella got the pin in your match tonight. It'll go a long way in establishing you guys.
I'm not sure I can promise that.
Of course you can. Gotta run. Thanks for being such a good sport.
See you out there, bestie.
Troy, the ideas you've brought me are dumb. They're clearly not helping me connect with the fans.
They're not dumb. You just haven't committed enough. I want to see you try harder.
Try to try harder? That's your advice? Are you serious?
That, and to wear the new gear I had designed for you. Trust me, a new look will change everything.
Troy, I told you when you pitched it to me before, I'm not wearing that gear.
What's the problem? They used to call you the captain in TBD, right? I've heard that name around here too. And Regal won't be happy if you don't wear the gear.
You're telling me Regal wants me to wear that?
Sure!
Troy?
Well, he may not know the details, but he wants me to help you. So, like it or not, I've been deputized. When you're ready to enthusiastically try this, I've got a match for you against Shayna Baszler.
I'm doing everything right, but I can't seem to catch a solid break. I don't want to just be on the roster. I want to climb to the top.
So you came home to complain at me.
It is kind of our thing.
True story.
At least whenever there used to be issues on the road or here in TBD, we'd put our heads together and figure it out. I can stand on my own, but it's a lot more fun to tread through the muck with you.
Well, are you having any at least?
Any what?
Fun?
No. I feel stuck. Caught between all the various opinions and instructions about what I should be doing. I just want to get out there and do what I do best. But you're the one who told me to take advantage of this opportunity.
I told you to say yes to the adventure, not to overthink it. Honestly, I think you're holding back a little. Remember your debut? You didn't care about what anyone thought. You just went out there, and the WWE Universe loved every unfiltered second of it. You have great instincts, but you're trying too hard to toe the line. It's throwing you off.
So you think I need to try less hard?
You know what they say about trying to please everyone.
Everyone will love me, and I'll be wildly successful?
All I'm saying, the captain I know would trust her instincts and speak up if something didn't feel right for her, regardless of the consequences. You certainly would have with me. Whether it was in the ring, or on a boat.
Geneva, I'm leaving.
Fine, I'll leave you be. Hit me up if you need anything.
I think I got what I needed. I'll give doing what they want another chance, but I'll make sure to say my piece too. Thank you. What's with the attitude?
Screw you. Attitude is what makes me. That and my brutality in the ring.
Brutality?
Did I stutter?
Can you show me how to harness brutality in the ring?
You? You don't understand what you're talking about.
Okay, maybe that's true. Explain it to me then.
Brutality is about more than just being powerful and fierce in the ring. It's making people fear you and what you're doing next. It's being unexpected. It's bringing the chaos without restraint.
Interesting. Thanks for the explanation.
That's that? Wow. Glad I wasted my time talking to you. Fascinating. You again? You here to waste my time?
Yep, me again. I want your help. I want to harness my brutality.
I'm not some pathetic guidance counselor, but I'll help you help yourself. Bring some chaos. Somewhere unexpected.
Maybe a different brand then.
Sure. Show up unannounced and decimate some opponents just for the hell of it. That's a pretty solid calling card. But I'm not going to hold your hand. Who are you going to actually take out?
Feeling like Chelsea Green and Zelina Vega could use some chaos.
Just don't play nice when you get there. Kind of defeats the purpose.
What's wrong with pretending? Fake it till you make it, right? Why are you even here?
I like watching people flounder. It's fun. And you're wrong. Everyone can see right through you. The locker room, the WWE universe. I'm not convinced. Who hurt you?
What?
No, seriously? Who hurt you? Chaos is one thing, but my brutality has a message. Every time I step into the ring, I'm making a statement to the world that there are no limits to what I'll do to get what I want. So next time you step in the ring, consider what you're fighting for. What makes you angry enough to go all the way? Everyone else be damned. And who you're going after to make your point.
Who I'm going after?
For instance, do you want to challenge the toughest of the tough, or pick someone who may be very talented but is also more innocent? That's what I'm talking about. Targeted brutality.
I'm making a statement. No excuses for those who try to follow the rules. I'm demanding a match with Roxanne Perez.
Demanding. I like it. And work on your gear. If you're going to be associated with me, you'd better look the part.
So, we're associated now?
Shut up.
Going for the pin on Roxanne. Wait, what's she doing?
Looks like Cap decided she still had a point to make in this match.
To the corner now. This is brutal.
I guess that was the 3 count she really wanted. I know we've been seeing a different side of her lately, but I can't believe she would go this far.
And she's not done yet. Seems like she's looking for a weapon.
But she already had this match won.
A steel chair? What's gotten into her?
Oh, look out!
A show of force for sure, but not like this.
Is she having second thoughts, maybe?
Looks like it.
Nope, never mind.
Well, this match is over, but not the way we expected. Roxanne may be the winner, but she's not the one walking out of here having made a statement.
But why?
I have a feeling we'll be hearing more from her soon, Saxton.
I hope so, because I don't get it.
Every time I go to the ring, I'm asked to put my body on the line and pledge allegiance to WWE management and a WWE machine that couldn't care less about me. To a board guided by profit and not people who ask everything of us and then discard us like used candy wrappers when we don't act like they're chimpanzees and obey their every passing whim. Like I said, I've been doing some thinking. And I'm not only done following blindly, I'm gonna do everything in my power to tear apart the system by destroying every superstar on the roster who gets in my way.
That was some performance.
You were right. And I meant what I said. The more I gave into my anger in the ring, the more I pushed away the excuses I was making for the people in charge around here.
Sure. Whatever. I still don't believe you.
Are you trying to get on my bad side?
If you even have one. I'm just not terribly impressed. You may have chosen your opponents and found your anger, but so far, they've all been random. You know what they say. The best tasting livestock are the ones that you've named.
I'm not taking this from you, Rhea. I don't care what you think. But you want to see brutality? Come with me to NXT. Because you know what? Despite what you say, you're here talking to me again. I think you want in.
Whatever. We'll see how you do at NXT.
Fine. Why don't I grab Rhea Ripley and we make it a foursome? She and I can kill 2 old birds with 1 stone.
We'll see. Those 2 old birds will be very happy to wipe that smug smile off your face. See you in the ring.
Zoe's wasted no time making her mark in WWE. Why don't I try fighting with her this time? And you can watch and tell me what you think.
Zoe? How do you think Shayna's gonna take it?
Well, let's find out.
Trio.
If they're sticking together, this is going to spell trouble for every other woman on this roster.
It's Shayna's old partner.
It looks like someone still has a bit of FOMO.
I'd be happy to MO on this, Corey.
One thing's for sure, if Shayna was expecting backup from her newly formed faction, she's not getting it.
The Cap's letting her teammates sink or swim, Cole. It's tough love.
I know I may have ruffled some feathers, but I still don't have any regrets.
I didn't ask you to regret anything. I just hope you managed to work some things out and found some of what you were looking for, and the strength to continue the journey.
Chill, I'm just asking a question. Some of my favorite superstars in WWE have flirted with or embraced the supernatural. The Undertaker, Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt. You?
Even asking is dangerous. You see some of what I'm talking about on TV, sure, but you don't understand how it works. There's a force in WWE, and it's looking all the time for anyone who's open to receiving its gift.
On second thoughts, never mind.
Good choice. I hope you're not still thinking about trying to harness supernatural power around here.
You say it so casually.
After everything I've been through, like I said before, that type of power comes with a cost.
I am thinking about it, though. Regal told me to embrace every opportunity. And if there's something for me to pursue here, I need to see where it leads me.
If you're already open to it, there's nothing I can do to stop the forces around here from finding you anyway. But if you're sure, there's something I should give you.
I'm sure.
Okay then. There's a physical manifestation of this power. An artifact. We don't know where it comes from, but it came to me and it's still in my possession. Honestly, I've been trying to get rid of it, but it's too dangerous to simply cast aside.
A physical manifestation?
You've seen the urn, but you haven't seen this. I'll make sure you get it before your next match. Wear it under your gear. This power, it'll open you to possibilities beyond your wildest imagination. Just be careful you don't let it overtake you.
I feel incredible. This power, it's intoxicating.
That's better. The amulet is giving you power, but it latches onto the darkness inside of you. Whatever kind it finds.
What kind of darkness? What do you mean?
When it entered me, it found a scared little girl looking for permission to play. Turns out, I was hungry for that release. So that's what I became. What are you hungry for? When you look into your darkness, what do you see? And how do you see yourself?
My darkness comes from the depths of hell, built on the backs of the damned who grovel and scream without hope. I see a cloak of midnight enveloping my body, hiding the horrors my darkness brings forth. And when the cloak is cast aside, I see myself standing tall with power, clothed in deep red, the blood that the screaming masses can no longer bleed.
If the darkness of hell is what you see, then that is what will overtake you. Are you sure that's the source of the power?
Yes, that's the darkness I feel coursing through me. And I'm ready to give in to it. What happened in my last match was the darkness and the amulet acting on its own. Now that I understand it, I'll be able to harness it.
If you say so, there's no turning back now.
My darkness comes from the cruel reality of the natural world, neglected for beings of steel. I'll make them remember what birthed us in the first place. I see myself intertwined with the vines of that natural world, in greens and rich browns, paying homage to what has been cast aside. My head is adorned by equal parts flowers and thorns, representing the duality of all that is beautiful and cruel.
If the darkness of nature is what you see, then that is what will overtake you. Are you sure that's the source of the power?
Yes, that's the darkness I feel coursing through me. And I'm ready to give in to it. What happened in my last match was the darkness and the amulet acting on its own. Now that I understand it, I'll be able to harness it.
If you say so, there's no turning back now.
The mesmerizing and terrifying Captain.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Jakarta, Indonesia, the Captain, Lady Australia!
I don't think there's any amount of money that would get me into a match with whatever Cap has become.
Oh, that's because you're a coward, Saxton. I'm retired, or I would get right in there and... But did she just look over here? You are amazing, Cap. Keep doing what you do.
The otherworldly presence of Cap has chilled the WWE Universe to the bone. What in the world is this?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Jakarta, Indonesia, the Captain, Lady Destroyer!
Natalya, Katana, and Nikita call themselves a beacon of light to stop the spread of Cap's darkness. Now, they are her puppets.
It's like there's nothing behind their eyes anymore. Like their souls have been replaced by Cap's will.
Cap's minions have one goal tonight, turning Lita into one of them.
That sounds overwhelming, to have to juggle everything.
Yeah. Hey, if you're interested in expanding your reach into Hollywood, would you want to do the web series? It's a pretty small show, so I doubt it'll be your big break by any means, but it could be a good learning experience. Just try not to let it explode like your experience on The Bump.
I'm not sure if it's the right move. Let me think on it. But it's a pass for the moment.
No worries. If you change your mind, let me know. You'd be doing me a favor if I could suggest another superstar to take my place. Hey, any chance you've given some thought to taking that food web series gig?
Actually, my schedule cleared up. I'd love to. What's the show exactly?
You've heard of Cheese Please, the internet cheese smelling show. It's doing okay on social media. Hope you like smelling things.
Weird, but okay.
Yeah, I know. So a special thanks for taking this off my plate. Makes it easier to suggest you than just saying no. And good luck in your match with Xia Li that's coming up. Don't go stinking up the joint.
Honestly, you may be right. I've had my suspicions about the guy. But so far, no harm done. I'm focusing on my matches regardless, not some probably fake internet poser. That's why I'm here, right? Training for my match?
Just be careful. When whoever it is reveals themselves, I don't want you to get hurt. Don't send him any money.
Of course not.
Good.
Unless his family is in trouble or something and just needs a loan so his aunt can get surgery.
Come on.
I want to co-star with Batista. I love the fashionable outfits and Dutch angles of an indie film.
Perfect! Ah! I think there will be a strong hat component to your wardrobe, too. So you'll dig it. I'll let the casting director know you're in! I'll talk to your people around here, too. I'm sure when I give them my Juniper charm, They won't mind you taking some time off to film.
Alfie, thank you. Gotta admit, I doubted you. But you really came through.
Honestly? Most people doubt me. It's what allows me to be sneaky, like a ninja.
Coming back from break, first team to the set.
Well, this is certainly new for you. I guess Batista money goes a long way.
I'm hardly there yet. Let's just say I've done a bit of upgrading all around.
I wasn't aware the film came out yet.
No, but there's been a lot of confidence in the suspicious sandwich based on the dailies.
Well, in any case, we're glad to have you back in action tonight.
Perfect. And I've made some minor edits to my entrance for my surprise return as well. You know, made it more bespoke to me. I'm excited to be back and bring some A-list buzz to Raw.
A-list buzz. Very well.
Not surprised. You're only as good as your scene partner. And I'm an incredible talent.
I have to agree. We complement each other nicely. Honestly, I thought you had something special from the beginning. It's so cool to see you succeeding in both WWE and Hollywood. And Captive Audience, one of my favorite shows.
Really?
Of course it is. Even though I have a bit of a bone to pick with you, some superstars have never been invited on. Like one whose name rhymes with Smorgan.
Come on the next show. I'm doing a special promotion for the Suspicious Sandwich for most of the program, but I do need a guest. It would be great to have you on.
Then I'll be there. I'll even bring the sandwiches. You know? For the movie promo? Suspicious Sandwich? What's that mean anyway?
Honestly, it's an indie film, so no one knows. See you there. Oh, let's calm down. You remember that you passed on that show, right, Liv?
Who's gonna believe that?
You would have been terrible anyway.
Watch me!
Liv, stop!
I won't stop until everyone out there knows the fraud that you are.
Guys, I don't think this is part of the show. Get someone in there. Roll together.
Could it be? Batista is here?
Take it easy, Saxton. Clearly just Liv Morgan playing mind games with her opponent.
Tempting offer, but I don't know if being Raw GM is for me.
Listen, don't say no now. Just promise me you'll think on it. I've already booked my travel.
Fine, I'll think on it.
That's the spirit. Perhaps you've reconsidered stepping into my shoes as Raw General Manager. It is quite an opportunity.
I've given it some thought, and I'll do it.
Splendid! I can't wait to catch my flight. See you in action.
So when do I start?
Well, I should start heading to the airport. So, how's now?
Seriously?
Don't worry, Raw practically GMs itself. Sure, Bianca needs a challenger for Survivor Series. Bayley and Becky have both been bothering me incessantly about their booking, and the suits in Stamford are especially sensitive to ratings right now. But you'll figure it out.
All that GMs itself? Are you sure that's it?
Yes. Oh, wait. No. Charlotte needs an opponent for tonight. Actually, this is a good way for you to set the tone of how you'll be running Raw. Every match should tell a story, so you just need to decide which story you'd like to tell.
Such as?
Are you going to choose an up-and-comer like Nikita Lyons to challenge the Queen? Maybe someone she has a lot of history with, like Rhea Ripley. Or maybe you want to dig into Charlotte's past a bit further. She goes way back with Natalya, including the feud that made Charlotte the first woman to hold all major singles titles in WWE. So, what kind of story do you want to tell? Who will you choose to take on Charlotte?
Natalya is an OG around here, and I want to reward consistent fans with a match that has some long-term history to it. I'll book her against Charlotte this week.
Fantastic choice. Well, good luck to you. I have every confidence. And just a word of advice. Do try to be as neutral as possible as GM. You may find yourself rooting for the talent you put forth. Sometimes even as strongly as if you were in the ring yourself.
Her face Charlotte.
Fantastic to you. I have every confidence. And just a word of advice. Do try to be as neutral as possible as GM. You may find yourself rooting for the talent you put forth. Sometimes even as strongly as if you were in the ring yourself.
I have faith in them, but that doesn't mean I'm not still nervous in this role. But what can I help you with?
Becky and Bayley. They're being particularly difficult in hounding us to be named Bianca's next challenger at Survivor Series. I'm sure they snuck into your DMs too, but I'm used to superstars pestering us for opportunities. No offense. But this is getting out of hand. How do you want me to handle it?
Why don't we just have Becky and Bayley face each other for the title opportunity? That'll be a great match and solve our problem.
Great suggestion, boss. I'll set it up. Wow, you really know your stuff.
I could get used to this version of you, Troy. Really? That's too bad.
Can we chill long enough for you to listen to my idea?
And what's that?
Survivor Series. I know for a fact that not only has Raw not announced a main event, but Regal had nothing in the plans yet. So, let's take the bull by the horns and do something truly spectacular. War Games!
I can't just book a War Games match, Shotzi.
Why not? Are you GM in name only?
No. I mean, I love War Games as much as the next person. But it's not a match to be taken lightly. You need a reason. Something that merits putting two teams who want each other's throats inside a double ring cage to battle it out with abandon. Who'd even be the captains?
I captained my team in NXT, and I was excellent.
Ah, so this is the classic, my pitch is that I should be in a main event pitch, right? There are rules to booking.
Excuse me, but when did Little Miss TBD Rebel, who puts people through tables, become a lawful, good rule follower? Don't you ever just want to smash things for the hell of it anymore?
That's not the point. I'm taking my role as GM seriously, Shotzi. It's hot-shotting to just announce a War Games match.
You sound like a WWE suit. Let's screw with the so-called rules. Put yourself in the match against me, and we can absolutely destroy each other in that cage. We pick teams, go all out, and millions of people tune in to watch the joyful carnage. The two of us are perfect for War Games. You're the captain, and I already drive a tank to the ring, for crying out loud.
You know what, Shotzi? It might not be a terrible idea. Let me think on it.
That's all I'm asking for.
You're not here to give me another amulet, are you?
No amulets this time. Just praise for your booking as the new GM.
Praise? I will accept.
I appreciated that you brought attention to a rivalry that was strong, but that might not be top of mind for more recent viewers. You seem to really care about deeper cuts of WWE history.
I do, actually. You can reference rivalries from the past without alienating newer members of the WWE universe.
In that case, maybe you'd want to help me with something. I never truly got to settle things with my old friend Nikki Cross. We had a few matches after our time tagging with each other, but we have unfinished business.
I gotcha. I'll set up a match for the next Raw.
Well, if it isn't the new GM of Raw.
Lita! Hey! This is awkward, huh?
Don't worry about it. As far as I'm concerned, the past is in the past. I'm not here to attack you or get any revenge. At least not on you.
Then why are you here?
I love that even in your first outing as GM, you put your focus on a tried and tested rivalry. Maybe it even offered some closure to Charlotte and Rhea.
I doubt that.
Yeah, honestly, me too. But maybe it'll be different for me. I still feel like I have some loose ends from over the years to tie up with Trish.
You don't say.
Hey, at least we know we have a problem, and that's the first step. Can you book me in a match against her? It's just better if it comes from you.
Trish and Lita in a match on my Raw? It would be my pleasure.
I'm still not over what you did in my match with Bailey. But thank you for making it right.
Glad we're okay.
We are. And I respect your hustle. You've made a lot of bold choices since coming to WWE. It's one of the reasons I want you to be on my War Games team.
Really?
I like your instincts, especially when you get in trouble and have to think quickly on your feet. Heck, I even trust your instincts. Team with me, and I'll let you pick the rest of the War Games team.
Let me think about it.
You really did it this time, didn't you, you dummy?
I'm sorry you're not getting the championship match at Survivor Series, but I'm the GM, and this is my call.
Should have just booked the War Games match from the start, honestly. Want to be on my team?
Why do you want me on your team?
I think it's pretty clear from your time as GM that you've been going into business for yourself here and just doing whatever you can to scrape by. And that's exactly what I look for in damage control. So what do you say? Join me, Dakota, and Io in the fight to secure my WWE Women's World Championship match?
I'll get back to you. Becky had a good argument, but I'm teaming with Bailey. Damage control is a force, and I want to work with them.
Can't wait for you to get absolutely no flack for putting yourself into the match that you set up.
She's got to be proud of herself tonight.
Here are your winners, the Captain, Lady Destroyer, Bailey, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai.
Victory for the Cap. You can really see why the WWE attempted to recruit this woman multiple times over the years.
And she turned us down, Saxton. The WWE Universe might not remember that, but some of us are not going to let her forget.
You have to appreciate what every superstar did inside that cage tonight. It's incredible that any of them are still standing.
Bailey and the Captain are still celebrating their epic War Games victory.
And why wouldn't they? You're now looking at the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship and the GM who put her in that position.
This will go a long way in shaping the future of the women's division on Raw.
Shotzi? Is that a full-size tank?
Oh my gosh, Shotzi came prepared. I guess she graduated into something larger.
She's not stopping.
This is going to be bad.
I don't want to watch, but I can't take my eyes off what's about to happen.
Shotzi just picked up speed. She's going to rail the cage. Into the side.
Down they go. This is bad.
I can't believe what just happened.
We need some help out here. Fast.
Whatever her issue was, Shotzi took things way too far here tonight.
What the hell was Shotzi doing? I've had no problem with her.
Yeah, I may have something to do with that. Oops.
Oops? I'm going to be out for months. Is that really all you have to say?
How about oops? I got carried away booking matches, but forgetting to manage people. At least that seems to be the case, based on what I've pieced together.
You're back.
I was having a splendid time communing with the blue-footed booby of the Galapagos. But then, I caught wind of a few questionable developments. We should talk.
I swear, I had it all under control.
I watched Shotzi crash a tank into the War Games cage.
Fair point.
And perhaps, even more egregiously, you announce War Games without me. That's my thing. I announce War Games.
I'm sorry?
Respectfully, you're fired from being Raw GM.
I accept.
It wasn't a question. All that being said, with our newly minted #1 contender injured, we still need a challenger for Bianca. You know, what you've consistently failed to nail down. I hate rewarding you for this mess. But I'm a much better GM than you are, so I'm going to make the right choice for the show. And unfortunately, there's someone who helped lead her team to victory who's rightfully next in line for the opportunity. You'll be getting the championship match against Bianca Belair on the next Raw.
Here we go with this so-called major announcement.
I'm afraid this is a good news, bad news kind of night. And I've always been a bad news first kind of girl. So here goes. With our fearless leader, William Regal returned, looking quite tan, might I add, the time has come for me to step down as your Raw General Manager.
I actually thought she did a great job, guys.
Are you kidding me, Byron?
Well, at least it was exciting.
All right, so there may have been some mixed opinions on my stint as GM, but I'm sure that's only because we all know where I really belong, which is fighting in a WWE ring.
Not sure that's the only reason.
Which is why I'm pleased to announce given Bayley's unfortunate medical status, at the hands of someone who William Regal has assured me will be dealt with. The real suits have decided to name a new #1 contender for the Women's World Championship. Me!
Huge news for the Women's World title.
And that championship match is happening right now!
After all the confusion around Survivor Series, we're finally getting to see Bianca defend her championship.
So, Bianca Belair, let's...
This woman just will not stop coming after the captain.
If her grievance was big enough to get her to take down the War Games cage in a tank, did you really expect her to let it go?
Hey there, friend.
Give it a rest, Shotzi. Haven't you done enough at this point?
I think what you meant to say is, thank you for making me #1 contender, Shotzi. Sorry you hurt your leg in that unfortunate tank incident.
Wait, how did you get hurt when you were driving the tank? Is this really all because I didn't give you proper credit for your terribly original idea of let's have a War Games match at Survivor Series?
And didn't even put me in the match. But no, this isn't an isolated incident. This, apparently, is just what you do. Playing in other people's sandboxes, stealing other people's ideas, and jumping every line. You may have William Regal fooled, but not me, and not the locker room.
Oh, I'm sure, Shotzi.
Cutting lines might work in TBD, but in WWE, there are consequences.
Becky Lynch?
That's Becky's music. But where is she?
Is Shotzi just playing mind games here? Becky Lynch from behind!
Shotzi's found an ally who's not okay with being skipped over for a Women's World Championship match.
I don't blame her. It was supposed to be either Bayley or Becky. Cap weaseled in there.
Wait, we're getting a call from the back. This is an official match.
It may be my world, but I say we make it your world to start. What if we go back to your old territory? Match 1 at Club UK.
God save the king. Dear, dear, dear. That cannot have gone as you'd hoped.
No. Everything went exactly according to my plan of getting hit in the face a bunch.
Are you regretting giving Bianca the invitation into the Indies?
Not at all. I missed the intimacy of a smaller show, the interaction with the fans. Just didn't expect Bianca to pull the same energy from the crowd quite as easily as she did.
Bianca got very comfortable very quickly.
Respect to her performance, but that was a major case of beginner's luck. We'll see how she handles the next match in our series.
Which raises the question, where to next on this great tour of the world?
Bianca played a little fast and loose with the rules out there. So at our next stop, let's lay down the law.
I'm sorry.
Law. LAW, the Los Angeles Wrestling Promotion? It was a pun.
And those are seconds of my life I shall never recover. The City of Angels it is.
Circle moment, Corey. This woman has followed along in a winding road that brought her back to her beginning.
What's next for this superstar? This WWE champion? The sky's the limit.
What's Bayley doing here?
Bayley was the #1 contender until she got injured after War Games.
Bayley's not moving like she's injured now. What does she want?
What do you think, Saxton?
No, 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 no. Not in my ring.
TBD promoter Geneva Rose is not having it.
I get she's ride or die with our new champion, but what's she gonna do to stop Bayley?
You got WWE problems. Go settle them on WWE time. Because believe me when I say, if anyone tries to interrupt my best friend's hard-won moment, it's gonna be me.
No, they've been friends for years.
Don't trust anybody.
This is an assault.
This is karma, Saxton. You can only step on so many people before you pay the piper.
And she's paying now, but for what?
Thanks for coming home, Cap. It was so generous for you to put this show together for me. I know you think I'm slumming it around here, but you forget that I'm proud of what we built together. And I know you're used to taking the credit for everything. So I thought it was important for me to make an appearance tonight, to set the record straight. You'd be nothing without me. Let me be clear. I am not just some best friend side character in your hero's journey. What do you think I've been doing since you left? Sitting around and just following your career with rapt attention? You moved on. I didn't. And I've been putting everything I have into growing TBD. So, when Bayley approached me, I was more than happy to help turn your moment into my moment.
You can feel the bitterness from Geneva Rose, the jealousy.
Recognize this? The contract we wrote in the diner when we first started TBD. Yeah, I had it framed. Thought it was a nice touch. Especially now. Because according to this legally binding document, you're still signed exclusively to TBD. You can't work anywhere else. You can't be champion anywhere else. And you belong to me.
But she's a WWE superstar.
Not according to Geneva Rose.
See you next week, Cap. Don't be late.
Well, that didn't go quite like I thought it would.
No, it did not.
So some bad news about that.
But it's on
A legally binding nap.
You're not.
Unfortunately, I am. The title will revert back to Bianca. Although now that she's healed, Bayley will have an opportunity next week.
This is completely unfair.
It may be, but my hands are tied. Good luck out there. It's been something.
If it's gonna be way too much work, aside from the constant bullying from you, I've actually been enjoying my time back in TBD. Is it even worth it?
I'm totally kidding. Regal's been calling me every day trying to get me to release you from your contract. And I happen to know from him that Bayley needs a challenger for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania.
I hate you right now.
Love you too. Listen, since I'm more or less the reason you're in this position in the first place.
More or less?
Okay! Entirely the reason you're in this position in the first place. Okay? I'll handle all the arrangements and annoying contractual paperwork stuff for your once-in-a-lifetime surprise mystery opponent return at WrestleMania.
Wow. This is gonna be huge. Thank you. You should, put the contract on a napkin.
Maybe I will. You've had a number of personalities in your WWE career. What you need to decide now is how you want to return at WrestleMania.
The amulet may be gone, but I can feel a certain power calling me. I think I'll tap back into it for my return.
As long as you don't try to levitate me. You know I'm afraid of heights. You sure?
I'm sure. And no promises. But this time, I want you by my side.
By your side? What are you talking about?
Come with me to WWE. It's clear you can still go in the ring, or they can definitely use you backstage. You could run circles around Troy.
Oh, Kat. You know I'd love to. But I can't.
We both know Regal will sign you.
It's not about Regal. TBD's been growing since you left, and the co-branded WWE show pushed us even further. I belong here, promoting the next generation of wrestlers. I've got to go my own way. You go yours.
This feels worse than before. More final.
Hey, sometimes you've got to have an ending to have a new beginning, right? But that doesn't mean I won't be at WrestleMania. I'll just be in the crowd, cheering my lungs out.
Kayla Braxton here, just hours from the official start of WrestleMania with Women's World Champion Bayley, who still doesn't know the identity of her mystery opponent.
Hey, Kayla, let me save you some time and energy here. So what if I don't know yet who I'm beating tonight on the grandest stage of them all? Ever since I got rid of that pesky so-called captain, defeated Bianca Belair, and became champ for the 7th time, and I'm counting, everything's been coming up Bayley. And that's not going to change anytime soon. And definitely not because that chump Regal thinks his surprise opponent can knock the champ off her game. Ding dong, hell no. But great question, Kayla.